I'd like to introduce Mario Penalver. Did I pronounce your last name right? Probably not. Who started out in Chicago a couple of weeks ago and is finally here at Fort Wayne. After Mario has spoken, let's open it up to any questions that the press or people here may have. Is that okay with you guys?
Sure.
Okay.
You want to pet the puppies?
Mario.
I do want to start out with this little counter here. I bought this this counter 2 days ago. A family who was hosting me thought it would be useful to me because I'm counting the honks now that I get on the road. Honks for peace. And I want to say that maybe once a day, somebody will yell out their car something like, you know, beepin' hippie, you know. And I looked at this number here after 2 days from New Paris to let's see, I ended here in Columbia City. 1,735 car honks. I don't think this is a beepin' hippie. I think this is the beepin' status quo. I don't think I'm a minority. And I think that what Bill has to say about the fact that so many of us need to stand together against this outrage of a war and outrage of administration is true. Primarily because we are the majority. Not a majority of people saying in the streets that it needs to change, but that a majority of us were stolen from. We had a government, we had a constitution, Bill of Rights, and all of these have systematically been undermined by this administration and its war policy. My walk from Chicago to D.C. is an attempt to bring to mind the fact that we are the majority and that we have the power within ourselves to change the current situation, because they've been slapped in the face so many times. I likened it in an email to a friend as if somebody who had their hand over the fire. And after all, the fire sort of burns your hand, and you sort of have this numbness. You don't even know that your hand is burning anymore. We are a nation under fire, and we are a nation who's been numbed by this administration. I think it's time for us to go back to our roots, to remember why this country was formed, and to remember who it was formed for and by.
Right.
If we remember that, then we would not have this current administration.
Yeah.
This administration is undermining the people who of this country. We would not have this war because it is being declared in our name when the people said long ago that it was the wrong thing to do. I think that if we remembered where we come from and we decided to take it upon ourselves, as Bill said, that we would have a completely different situation. So my walk is to sort of empower people, to bring them to terms with the fact that they are the solution that they're looking for. It's not going to come from the sky. It's not going to come in a prayer in your corner room, in the shadows, by yourself. You're going to have to go out in the streets, and you're going to have to post that prayer through action.
You're here.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I hope that answers.
All right, Mario. Yeah. Okay, question.
And when I was in South Bend 5 days ago, was to direct to that point that if we define terror as a way of creating fear, we would have to define this administration as the terrorist, because it has undermined our basic principles of freedom in the name of fear, and it is continually left dissent pushed it into Guantanamo prison. So I feel like that's definitely a truth that you're speaking of there.
Right.
Did you go by Notre Dame or anything?
I did go by there. The coalition that supported me was not. It's called Makiana Democracy, and it's Kathy Liggett is involved with against the escalation of Iraq. Americans Against the Escalation.
She's with Michiana Peace Coalition.
Right, Michiana.
Yep.
What's your route from here on, roughly?
I'm going to, Fort Wayne is where I'm headed in 2 days, and from Fort Wayne I'm going up to Toledo and then to Cleveland and then to Pittsburgh. Well, I'll meet up with a couple other walkers who are coming through there. And then September 11th is when I'm landing in D.C.
Oh, appropriate.
Yeah. That wasn't a coincidence.
Y'all went, thank you, Mario.